So you played center field in the Fort Bragg game, and throughout your career you played every position except catcher.
Yeah.
You finally got on the hill in 2018 with the Giants. Did you let the manager know, at some point during the season, hey, if you ever need me to go, I could do it? Or was that like a spur of the moment thing? How did that work out?
It was a spur of the moment thing. Bochy, like if I were to tell the story, so we're in Cincinnati, it's hot, right? Later in the season. And we were just starting to slip a little bit. Like we were contenders when I first joined the team. But then a month and a half in, things started to turn, and they weren't going that well. And we were getting clobbered 12-0. And when that happens, you don't want to waste your pitching. So Bochy came up to me and asked me, he said, like, Chase, Chase, have you ever pitched before? It's like, yeah, I pitched last year for a little bit. He's like, how'd you do? It's like 4 batters, 3 outs, no runs scored. He's like, okay, I don't like doing this. I already had to do this with Pablo, but I might need to use you today. And I could tell he felt really bad. But on the inside, like, of course, I wasn't happy about the fact that we were losing at the time. But on the inside, I was like, I would love to pitch in a big league game right now.
Yeah.
And they kept scoring runs, and we weren't. So he told me, like, Chase, you're up 4th this inning. So I went up and fortunately hit a double. The inning ended with me on second base, and I looked into the dugout, and he's like this. I'm like, okay, here we go. So I had to take my gloves out of my back pockets, put them down. I went ahead and they had to take my arm sleeve off because you can't have a bunch of all that. You can't have that stuff when you're a pitcher. You don't want to distract the hitter. Mm-hmm. And started just, throwing some cutters up there and some 2-seamers, just trying to use movement. Yeah. You don't want to blow your arm out. Last thing you want to do is try to throw hard and then need Tommy John after the infielder goes into pitch. But, Nick Huntley came up to me after I threw a few warm-up pitches. I think I threw like 4. I was like ready to go. I'm good. Adrenaline going. He's like, so Nick Huntley comes up to me. He's like, so what are you throwing? What are we doing for science right now? Glove over his mask like we're hiding something. I said, you don't have to hide it, man. I was like, I'm going to throw 70% cutters and 30% 2-seamers. Because I've got a really good cutter that I can manipulate the movement on it. Okay. So I just came in there throwing about 78, averaging 78, and trying to rush the hitters as quickly as I could because I know how difficult it is to hit when a pitcher is really fast to the plate. So any edge that I could get on the hitters, I tried to take advantage of. I didn't take much time in between pitches. I wanted to make them feel uncomfortable, but without throwing 98 miles an hour. And I faced 4 batters and got 3 guys out, and nobody scored. And it was amazing. It was a lot of fun. Didn't like losing at all. And I loved being with the Giants, but being able to pitch in a big league game was pretty special.
You have a 0.00 ERA, man.
I have a 0.0 ERA with 3 innings pitched total in pro ball. I'm very proud of that stat. I don't know if it was MLB or the MLBPA that sent me this shirt, but I have a shirt that was sent to me that says position player pitcher. It was so cool. I was pumped. I think it was Cut 4. Cut 4 sent it to me.
Yeah, Cut 4 always does that. When a position player's in, they do like this funky tweet that people really like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.